So when we say shear diagram, we consider the vertical loads, no? Because if we want to to know the spacings of the stirrups, okay, we only consider the shear diagram. Now, if we will look at the figure, it is a continuous beam, no? Ito yung kino-consider natin. This is a column, another column. So it's a continuous beam. And these are the vertical loads. Ito yung uniformly distributed load, okay, which is 1.6 kips per foot. And then there are two concentrated loads. Okay, first concentrated load is 9 feet away from the support. And then another concentrated load 9 feet away from the other end of the beam. Okay? Now, yung mga subscripts dito, DL, it says DL means dead load. No? And then live load, yung LL. Okay, so if we want to get the factored loads, you will have to multiply those 1.4 for dead loads and 1.7 for live loads. Okay, so that's the first step here. You try to find or try to assemble your shear diagram. No? And the stirrups that are prescribed to be used here are number 4 stirrups. Yung number 4, yun ang number nung rebar no, na gagamitin for stirrups. Sige, i-try nyong kuhanan yung shear diagram nito. No? Okay, looks like we can discuss now. If we will draw the shear diagram, no, we will find that the shear diagram is antisymmetric actually. No? Antisymmetric means yung magiging itsura niya is like this. No? Parang ganyan siya. No? Assuming that this is our x-axis. Okay. Then since it's symmetric, antisymmetric, we can just analyze this part, no? Itong part na to na lang, yung half, no? Half of the beam, and then kung ano yung spacing, the spacings here would be the same spacing on the right side of the beam. Okay. Okay. Now it says here the solution. We account for the loads and establish the shear diagram. So the first that we have to account is the uniformly distributed load, which is 1.6. No? 1.6, you have to multiply that by the factor 1.4 so that that would be considered a factored load. So that would become 2.24 kips per foot, okay, for the distributed load. Now, for the concentrated load, we have a service load of dead load of 20 kips, and then another one live load, service live load of 14. So yung the dead load we multiply by 1.4, the live load we multiply by 1.7. So that concentrated load will be 51.8 kips. No? So again, if you see this subscript U, that means it's already factored. Okay? Yun na yung compare natin dun sa computed capacity. No? Okay, now, this Vmax, this is actually the support reaction at both ends. So yung supports natin, both ends, left and right end. Now, the first one that we have to account for is the uniformly distributed load, which is 2.24 there, multiplied by 13.5. Okay, what is this 13.5? This is the length, no? Yung length uh, at mid-span. So, kalahati yan ng total length. Because our total length is 27. Now, if we will go back, the figure, 999, so that's 27. So, at mid-span, that's 13.5. That is why the computed WU 2.24 is multiplied by 13.5 because we are just accounting for the support reaction at the left end. Okay? Why are we just multiplying by half? Because the total vertical loads, okay, those loads will have to be shared equally by the left and right support reactions. Okay? Kaya half lang ang minumultiply natin dito. Now, what about for the concentrated load? Remember this PU here, that's only one of the concentrated loads, no, na dalawa. So, yun lang din ang idadagdag natin. Only one of those two, which is 51.8. So, total would be 82 kips. Okay, that's your Vmax. When you say Vmax, that's the support reaction at the left or the right end. Okay, it says the VU value at the critical section will be obtained by knowing that the slope of the diagram is 2.24 kips per foot. Ito yung computed natin, no? Na WU. Now it says in 2.33 feet, the V value will drop by an amount equal to 2.33 feet or 5.2 kips. Now, if we will subtract 5.2 from 82, we get 76.8 kips. Now, what is that? 2.33. Okay, let us see. No? Ito sa, sa susunod na slide. Okay. This is half of the shear diagram. Ito yung pinakita ko kanina na, let's say, on the left part. Okay. So, this is it. No? Ito yung let me draw. Ito yung part na ito yung shear. No? Positive shear ito. Okay. That's positive shear. Yeah. Okay, so Vmax, the maximum shear is 82 kips. Now, saan natin galing yan? when we form our diagram, because we have a support reaction here equal to 82 kips. Okay? Ito kasi yung 82 kips eh. Yeah. So, and then from that 82 kips, it will go down by an amount, I think that's 2.44. Okay, let me see. There, 2.24. There. So, pababa siya 2.24 until it reaches the point where you have a concentrated load equal to 51.8. Okay? So, from here, it will go down by 51.8. Magiging 10 kips na lang yan. And then it will continue to decrease because of the uniformly distributed load. Okay? So, yan, pababa siya ulit doon until it comes to zero. No? So, zero dito, as I've said, is antisymmetric. Okay? Kasi antisymmetric, ito ibabaliktad nyo, pero sa negative siya. Some of my students in ARC 171, I taught that, no, yung antisymmetric. Symmetric, antisymmetric. Okay, so far, do you have any question? Did you get it? How this 82 kips was derived or was computed? At kung paano itong shear diagram na to? Okay, for these details, maya-maya, no? Kikita nyo. So actually, ito na yung result nung computing for the region where you have no stirrups, and then computing for the maximum spacing, etc. There. First, we compute for the region where you don't need to put a stirrup. Okay. So we compute for VC first, or the capacity contributed by the concrete. Now we have the formula for that. That's 2 times the square root of f prime of c times b times d. Okay, our f prime of c is 4,000. So 2 times square root of 4,000 times 14 times 28, you get 49,600 pounds. Okay, that's your VC. Now, VU, well, itong VU na to, ito na yung ultimate shear in the shear diagram. Hanapin natin kung saan ito. If our VU is this value, which is phi VC, this or less than, that region, you don't need any stirrups. Okay, so it says phi VC over 2. So your phi is 0.85 times 49.6 divided by 2. So you get 21.1 kips. Okay. And then, just keep this in mind. No? Itabi nyo lang itong value na to. Later natin tignan sa shear diagram. And then we compute for the maximum spacing. Maximum spacing is either D over 2, okay, the smallest of the two, no, yung D over 2, or AV FY over 50B. Okay, so D over 2, that's 28 over 2, that's equal to 14 inches. And then AV FY over 50 times B, FY is 40,000. Now, AV, that's 0.39, it says. You can look at the table for number 4. Okay? Dun sa number 4, ano yung total area ng isang bar? That's half of 0.39. No? So what's half of 0.39? That's around the 0.19. 19.5, ganyan. Okay? So AV actually, that's 2 times the area of the number 4 bar. Okay? So that's why this is 0.39. Now, when we compute this, we get 22.3 inches. Okay? You try to uh, compute for the uh, for the dimension or make a dimensional analysis kung paano nagka-cancel yung mga units dito. Okay? Eventually, you should get inches. Okay? AV is square inches. Okay? So, magka-cancel yan dito. Okay, now, getting the smallest of the two, smaller of the two, that's 14 inches. So, maximum spacing is 14 inches. Okay? Hindi na isala rito yung ano. Wait lang. Okay. Ang na-compute nating VU for the part where there is no stirrups, that's 21.1. So in the shear diagram, nasaan yung 21.1? It's here, di ba? Nandito siya. If this is 10, this is 61. Sabihin natin yung 21.1 nandito yan. Okay? So the part where you don't need a stirrup is this part. Okay? Part na to. Hindi. Yan. So itong part na to, from here up to there. Okay? Kasi nandito yung 21.1 is here. Okay? Now, the next one, from no stirrups up to maximum spacing, what did we get? Okay, we will have to compute pa yung location na, no? What, okay, there. Yung 14 inches, the spacing, we will have to locate where it is, no? Ano yung VU natin for 14 inches? Now, to get the capacity due to steel, this is our formula, no? Our spacing is 14 inches, AV is 0.39, FY is 40, and then your D is 28. Okay? Now, since this is 40, it's not PSI, no? It's not pounds per square inch. That's 40 KSI. So therefore, what you will get is kips already. Kips na kaagad to kapag ito yung pinultiply ninyo. Okay? So 40 kips per square inches. Yan. Yeah? Now, if we will make a dimensional analysis, your VS would be 31.2 kips. Okay? Now, we know the VS, we also know VC, we can get VU. VU is equal to phi, that's 0.85, times VC, which is 49.6, plus the computed 31.2 kips. So that's 31.2. So you get 68.7 kips yung VU. Now, where is that 68.7? Let's go back to the... There. Ito yung 68.7. So it's approximately in here. No? Ito yan. Yeah. Okay. We will have to locate where that is. How do we get that 71 inches? Yeah. Let's do some geometry. How much is this distance? Okay. Ilan yan at ilan ito? Okay. So how much is this? Dito. How do we get the value of that? So that would be 82 minus 61.8, right? How much is that? Ilan? So that's 1.2. Okay. Giging 62 yun. Plus 10. How much is that? Kailangan ko ng calculator. Hindi ko kayang i-oral. So 82 minus 61.8. Okay, that's 20.2. So this is 20.2. Okay. What about this length? How much is it? So this will be is it 9?
9 feet po.
Yeah, 9 feet. So ilang inches yun? 9 times 12. 9 times 12, 108. Yeah, so 108. Okay. The reason why we computed those so that we will be able to create our similar triangles. No? So if this is 68.7, how much would this be? 68.7 minus 61.8. Ilan yun eh? Tama? So 68.7 minus 61.8. 6.9. Tama? I'd like to figure out kung saan siya located, no? So what we don't know is this. Ito, yung length na to. So how do we get that length? So we designate that as our x. Okay. So x would then be what? Ratio and proportion. X over 6.9 equal to 1.108 divided by 20.2. Tama? So what will happen here is x okay, let me show that here equal this is x over this is 6.9. This is 108. Over 20.2. Yeah. Yeah. So x will then be how much?
36.89.
36.
0.9, sir.
Okay. So x equal to 36.9. Okay. Nasundan niyo yan? So what you do, you just multiply 108 times 6.9 divided by 20.2. Yan, 36.9. Tama. So 36.9 minus 108. Sabihin na natin 37. Sandali. You have to round down if you want to be conservative, no? Magra-round down tayo. So we will just say that's 137. 36. So 108 minus 36 equals 72. Yung sa kanya 71. Okay. Maybe the reason is dahil 36.9 to, ni-round off na lang niya sa 37. Okay, so if this is 37, 108 minus 37, that's 71. Okay? Nagets nyo? So now that we have those, anong ibig sabihin natin? So from here, pababa, 71 inches, the spacing would be the maximum spacing. Okay? Kasi ito yung computed VU when the spacing is 14 inches. Okay, so from this point up to this point where we computed that there are no stirrups needed, nandito kasi yung 21 point something. Okay, 14 inches yan. Now, we compute for the critical, no? Yung critical na region. $68.7. Dali, saan ko nakuha to? 40 point. Hindi ko na ipakita yung ano. Yan, sandali. Meron nag-chat sa inyo. Okay. Ito pala yung tinanong ko kanina, no? You were answering through chat. Okay, let's go back to the drawing. There. As we've said before, this is the critical region. When we say critical region, ito yung this where we have to put great importance, no? Kasi dito nagfi-fail yung yung beam natin due to shear, because that is the part where the shear is greatest. Okay? Kasi at this point, meron ka ng this is your support already. But from your support up to a region which is D away from the left support or from the support, ito yung delikado, kumbaga, no? So, getting the ratio and proportion, if this is 28, no, knowing this slope here, you will find 76.8. Okay, makukuha niyo yan. Now, I will just set up the equation. Again, ito pa rin ang similar triangles natin, no? And then, yung ratio and proportion natin, ito ang pagbabasihan natin. Okay? And then, ito naman. How much is this? Ito hindi natin alam pa rin, no? Ito yung hinahanap natin, x. Sorry. Hindi pala natin alam dito yung ito. This is your x. We don't know that yet. But we know this already. How much is this? So, diba, the whole span is 108 minus 28. How much is that? 80, tama? 80. 80. So, ratio and proportion will be, okay, previously, how much we got this? 20.2, diba? So, x over 20.2 x divided by 20.2, that should be equal to sorry. Hindi pala yun ang dapat kong multiply. $20.2 divided by 108. Lumalagpas. That's equal to x over 80. Okay. Yan ang equation natin. There. Okay. So what do you get for your x? What is your x? Okay. You chat me your answer. What do you get for your x? X is equal to 15. 15 nakuha nyo. Okay. So 15, we got 15, sabi niya. 14.96. So you add that to 61.8, right? Ayan, 76.7 or 76.8. Hindi ito 76.8 ang na-compute niya. Okay, nasundan niyo yan? Yan, buburahin ko na. Yeah, so that's how we got it. That's 76.8. Now, let us go back to the computation. So we have that 76.8. Now, we want to know yung VS this time. No? So, we know the VU, which is 76.8. This is the formula. Pareho lang yung kanina yan. No? Says VU is equal to phi times the quantity VS plus VC. If we will rearrange that formula, we have VS is equal to VU over phi minus VC. Okay? Uh, the Let me show you the original formula so that masundan nyo lang. No? So our original formula is VU equal to, okay, wala akong phi dito. Mahirap maglagay ng phi. Let me just, sige, mamaya ako ilagay yung phi. That's VC plus VS. Tama? Okay, yung phi, let me draw the phi. Ayan. See, nagawa natin ang paraan. That's phi VC plus VS. Okay? If we want to isolate VS, we will get this. No? By algebra, ito yung formula. Okay, so plug in the values. Do you know VU? That's V76.8 divided by 0.85 minus VC. We know already VC. No? That's 49.6. So your VS would be 40.8 kips. Now, knowing your VS, we will use that in determining the spacing. This is our formula for spacing, AV times D divided by VS. Okay? So you get this 0.39 times 40 times 28 over 40.8. You get 10.7. Now, we want to be conservative. Pagdating sa spacing, to be conservative, nagra-round down ka. No? If it is a dimension of a cross-section, to be conservative, nagra-round up ka, di ba? Sa nearest, ano? For ease of construction yun. Kasi yung mga 0.7, yan, mahirap na ano yun. So in this case, 0.7, mag-round down ka, that becomes 10 inches. Okay, so that will be the spacing at the critical region. Yeah. So now, it says here, let's see if the spacing can change to 12 inches as we move away from the support. Kasi 10 ito, no? 10 inches. Gusto lang subukan kung okay pa yung 12 inches sa where it is located. Okay. So, computing for that, we know your spacing. Okay. Plug that in 12 inches. You get 36.4 for your VS. And then your VU, compute for VU, you get 0.85 times 49.6 times the VS that you've computed for the 12 inches spacing, that is 36.4. So you get 73.1. Okay. Now, you want to know where that 73.1 is. Ayan. So, at 73.1, 12 inches yung spacing. That's in here, no? Now, by ratio and proportion, like what we did earlier, you will compute that this is 48 inches. Okay, so at this point, up to where the 14 inches starts, you use 12 inches spacing. Okay, now why are we or why do we care to use 12 inches? But hindi na lang 10 inches? Bakit? Anyone? Do you have any answer for that? May 10 inches tayo dito, di ba? From here, actually, from here, tapos pababa, 10 inches yan. Na? And then, pagbaba natin dito, perhaps pwedeng maging 11 yan. But then, you just want to determine yung median spacing from the maximum spacing. Kasi medyo malapit na rin sila eh. This is 14 inches. From here, 14 inches. The median spacing from 10 inches and 14, you just add that 2 and then divided by 2. Is 12. Huh? So 12. Now, we just determine from where. So, by ratio and proportion, this is 48 inches. And then up to here, that's 14 inches. So, dito ka rin mag-start na 10 inches papunta sa support. From here, going there is 10 inches. Okay? Okay, may nagtanong. That's correct, para makatipid. That's the answer, no? To economize. That's mainly the reason bakit tayo nagko-compute ng ganito. Now, why? Of course, ultimately, it's your structural engineer who will finalize no yung ganyan. Pero of course, meron na kayong idea dapat sa preliminary design. You need to do that sa preliminary design. Tama. Tapos there are buildings na very simple na perhaps you can do the preliminary but then it's almost the final. Kasi kung hindi na halimbawa bungalow lang siya, if it's bungalow, kasi yung bayad mo sa structural engineer, that will also depend on the difficulty ng structure mo eh. Na? Minsan madali yung structure. At least you know how much yung effort din na ilalagay ng structural engineer. And doon kasi magde-depend din no kung magkano ang fee ng structural engineer mo. Okay? Any other question? Any question? So, this will be the final spacing. The portion where we designated the 10 inches spacing is from the support up to 48 inches. So from here up to there, 10 inches tayo. Now, the reason why this is 5 inches, since your spacing is 10, divided by 2. No? Kasi nasa gitna dapat yon no? nung 10 inches, yung location ng stirrup nyo. By the way, these are the stirrups. Ito yung stirrup mo rin ito. Kasi ito isa. Okay, the first stirrup is 5 inches away from your support. And then this is 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches. Okay? So, up to here, ilan na yung inabot niya? This is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 times 10, 45 siya rito. Nandala. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then 55. Okay, so lumagpas na siya doon sa 48 inches. Now, ito yung region na 10 inches. We're still conservative, no? Now, paglagpas niya sa 48 inches, our spacing then would be 12 inches. So 55 plus 12, and then another 12, so 24. Okay, so this 12 inches will pass this region, 71 inches from the support. Okay, and then from there, 14 inches until it passes this region where you don't need any stirrup. Okay, may stirrup ka rito. And then, no stirrup at this point na. Now, you see this, it says center line. So, ganito rin yung stirrup mo dun sa kabila. No? Only, you will just start from the right, from the right support, pabalik dito. Okay? Baga mirror to, no? It's a mirror spacing. As you approach the center line, okay, doon din nagiging mas malaki yung spacing natin. Yeah? Did you get it? Naintindihan niyo yung stop siya. There. Sige. Sige nga. So, sige, give me a thumbs up if okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, ilan kayo? 5 times 4, you're just 20 lang kayo. May absent sa inyo na 6. Yeah, so how are you doing with your research? Kamusta na kayo? Paki-open nyo nga yung mga video nyo para mapicturean ko kayo. Yan. Yeah. Picturean ko lang kaya na. Mr. Araglado. Wala kang video. Miss Joanne. Okay. Kindly mag-secure kayo ng niya, video cam niya, no? Para nakikita ko kayo. Kung shy kayo. Okay. Pwede naman kayong bili kayo ng Hindi ka nang kamahal yun. May nabili yata ako 150 pesos. So it's really useful to have a cam, no? Sige, mag-designate lang ako ng I'll give you a seat work. And then you submit it on Thursday. Mag-meet muna tayo sa Thursday. Okay? So I don't want to continue. Medyo maraming absent eh. And then, ayaw ko rin kayong biglain. Kasi kagagaling nyo ng bakasyon eh. Tama ba? Kasi may vacation mode pa kayo niyan eh. I'll just look at the portion of, or the number, no, na bibigay ko sa inyo, Sige, you can turn off your, okay lang. Okay. You compute for problems 8.2. Sige, 8.1 and 8.2. Yan. At page 81. You have that already, no? Yung shear and in reinforced concrete beams. Do you? Do you have that already? Okay, sandali. No?
Sir, wala pa ata yung chapter 8.
Ay, wala pa ba? Sandali. Bigay ko sa inyo. Ayan, nag-upload siya. I will also upload this sa, sa ating ayan. Okay, you can download that in chapter 8. Okay? Nandiyan na sa natin, sa chat box. You can download that. And then I'm uploading now yung slab design, which is in chapter 11. Okay? Okay? Na-download niyo na? Were you able to download it? Okay, very good. Sige, so you have a sheet work to be submitted on Thursday. Okay, and then on Thursday we will discuss lab design. Okay, specifically yung one-way slab lang. One-way slab. Okay. Any question? Eh, so as you do the sheet work, there's a portion where stuck up kayo. You can message me, no? Message nyo ako. Okay? We will discuss the solution next meeting. Okay, folks? Any question?
Sir,
Yes.
sorry, nasan po yung chapter 8?
Ano
Yung
yan?
for this work po?
Yeah, chapter 8. 8.1 and 8.2. Yung problems na. Yun ang sheet work.
Yung sa Facebook group po, yung slab design lang po nandun.
Oh yeah. Would you want me to upload din yon in
Yes,
chapter
please.
8? Sige.
Hindi po lumabas sa chat kasi yung...
Okay. Alam nyo, may problema talagang ganyan, no? Ayaw lumabas, no?
Yes po. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Mas mabilis mag-load mag-upload sa Facebook. Kaysa sa Zoom, no? Anyway, ito yung chapter 8. Okay. There, nag-post na siya. Sige, so I will see you on Thursday na. Pwede lang bigyan ng idea dun sa dalawa yung nire-research. Okay lang ba yan? Na naumpisa nyo? So sometimes you or perhaps ngayon, you can meet with your group mates, okay, to talk about yung toka-toka on your research na. So you'll use that for the rest of for the 2 hours that's remaining dito sa meeting natin. You meet with your group mates, of course through Zoom din yan. No? So and then send me sa Messenger. You send me that yung Zoom meeting ninyo. Di ba pwedeng, kung kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina, kinapture ko. Okay, and then send me that through Messenger. Just for checking lang na nag-meet kayo. Okay ba yan? Can you do that? Kailangan sadyain din natin na mag-meet ka tayo para nag-uusap, no? Okay? Is that okay? Class? Yan. Sige. Alright. Okay naman ako dyan. Yung thumbs up lang. Pwede na yan. Mr. Joshua? Okay. Reglado? Joanne? Nicole? Di ba? Okay na yan for communication. Basta nagta-thumbs up kayo. You respond. Sige, I'll let you go na. You can meet with your group mates and start doing your seat work. Okay, docs. Bye-bye. See you on Thursday.
Thank you, sir.